Michelle is down to the Twitter land, so I try to watch what I say because she did put out something. I mean, people were attacking her per se and not her work, like they were being mean to her. But I do want to know. I do want to know, like, why are we wasting the time on Andre and Ashley? Like, it's not giving anything, and her chemistry, even with the firefighter, is boring.
Welcome back to Grown Folks Talking. I'm your co-host, CK Caesar, joined by my special co-host,
Lola Chanel.
Today we're going to be talking about Beyond the Gates, the new hit daytime drama on CBS. We're going to jump right into I have questions for you, Lola.
My God, on tonight.
Why is Joey seducing Vanessa? Joey from General Hospital, he run the gambling thing. Yeah. Why is he? Yeah.
I don't know. When it was introduced, when he was like trying to bait her husband, and I was like, what would what is the heart doctors called?
A cardiologist.
What would a gambler want with a cardiologist who is married to a realtor? Like, I was trying to connect the dots on my own because when he was telling his friend, he was all ominous, like, oh, I just need him. And so when it came down to him trying to seduce Vanessa, I was like, is it because he like her? But then that don't make sense. Like, it genuinely don't make sense.
It doesn't. Like, he wants him to be indebted to him so he can get all his money.
Yeah.
Which I understand that, and the gambling part of it, feed his addiction. But it seems like it's personal. Like, he has a personal, I'm trying to use this man's, not his finances, but his whole being.
Everything. All the things. And I'm like, okay, so where do we go from here?
Because he's winning. Unless the cardiologist friend, I forgot to call her his name, unless the friend turns on him. That's the only, because right now he's got his woman seducing him, she getting a house with his mother, and then he owes a lot of money now because he lost on shady cards.
Right. So it can't be about Vanessa all on her lonesome. It can't. I just refuse to believe it like that. But I'm confused.
I need Michelle to let us. She need to give us some more crumbs.
Just give us a little bit, a few little nuggets, if you will.
Please. Also, is Joey an informant? That part I was gonna go back, but let me just ask you, because I couldn't tell Joey and the Richard Roundtree. Old head cop.
Let me go back to the LinkedIn. Why did I say LinkedIn? I've been sorry.
We know where your head's at.
The money. I don't know, something there. It don't sit right with me. Something ain't right in the pudding, if you ask me.
Yeah, because the head cop, the police chief, seems to be on the bad cop side or defending him.
Yeah.
For his sons, like, hey, leave him alone. He's working with Joey. That seems a bit murky. I need him to explain more of that.
So we are still in the very clearly in the very early times of this show, because it's the holes in the plot seem a lot bigger than what, for us to be like on episode almost 30 now. Episode 26.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Well, 27 today is the third.
If I need them to focus more on that and focus less on Andre, Ashley, and the firefighter. If we can get less scenes from them, I'd be more happy. Yeah. Because my third question is, why does Andre like Ashley? She is a regular girl.
I don't think that's everybody has been asking that, and I don't. Michelle is down to the Twitter land, so I try to watch what I say because she did put out something. I mean, people were attacking her per se and not her work, like they were being mean to her. But I do want to know. I do want to know, like, why are we wasting the time on Andre and Ashley? Like, it's not giving anything. And her chemistry, even with the firefighter, is boring. Even going back to when he was in the hospital and he had this whole thing, I was like, ugh, this is get them off. Get these regular male people off my screen. Because it don't give scandal. It don't give luxury. It. Why do we spend so much time on Ashley?
Tell me. Regular, degular. She's not even. I was like, make her a bad nurse. Give her some type of dimension.
I was just like, she is a plain old sugar cookie, and I hate sugar cookies. So why it is just the basic of basics of woman. I don't. Somebody on Twitter said Andre got more chemistry with the firefighter. Yeah.
I hate to admit it.
What are we doing
yesterday's
here?
episode with them talking about wine.
We why get her off my screen? If you're not going to introduce something else other than him wanting to kiss her, him wanting to be with
his
her,
his mouth closed, sir, he lost 25 cool points with that mouth closed kiss. The way he handled Danny,
right?
Auntie,
like
I ain't gonna drop it, Michelle. I'm not gonna drop it.
I'm not gonna drop it either. Because
family.
No black person. I don't know a single black person who, if my sister started sleeping with my husband's nephew, that's weird. That's her nephew.
Yes. Blood, no blood. I mean,
blood, no blood. I don't get
even
it.
at Thanksgiving,
he done grew up with the kids. He done grew up with the kids. He literally called, what's her name? Cousin-in-law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's his cousin.
Mm-hmm. But he got googly eyes for Ashley sleeping
with Danny.
Something's
not adding up. I don't like it. Get me something else. Get me something else. I don't like it now, one bit. One of two things. If Ashley could somehow become spontaneous and not boring, sure. Mm-hmm. Or if her and somebody start arguing, or we get some more backstory on how she even knows all of these people.
Yeah, that would help.
That would help because I know she's now I can't remember the baby's name. I know she's Naomi's friend. I know she knows Naomi, and I know she knows Jacob.
That's right.
They are couple friends. Mm-hmm. But how does she know Andre so closely?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I would say they need a backstory, but really, she's just boring. Like my thought was to spice it up, have her kiss Andre, and then the firefighter find out, and then their relationship is tested, and she has to prove her love.
Yeah, give me something. Give me something, because right now she is a basic sugar cookie, and she can even can we make her a brown butter sugar cookie? I don't know, something. Give her something. Maybe a snickerdoodle. Hell,
speaking of something, who has a lot of who's macadamia nuts, in my opinion, is Shanice, the nurse.
Hello, I knew she was gonna be a problem. I mean, not a problem, but I knew she was gonna be tea when she was being nosy and told that man, yeah, she got on the elevator with Andre. You know Andre. Fine Andre, the photographer. Yeah, him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when she be peeping everything, I said, I love a woman who peep everything because I peep everything, period. That's my girl.
And then later this week, she was flirting with Andre, so I called her thirsty, flirty nurse. I mean, she was like the nurse always knows.
Because she wondering the same thing with all of us. why are you so hell bent on the sugar cookie when you can have this chocolate chip cookie?
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Clock it. Clock that tea.
Please, please, please.
No. More of her. Less of sugar cookie. More of
Yeah,
right.
because she
Right.
is spice. She is spice. She is can be messy
Hello?
and skilled, and I want to see her have more dialogue,
I
please.
want more of her. I don't want no more. And it would be and her story could be great because she's at the nucleus of all the things. She could peep Leslie and Eva meeting up in her
Mm-hmm.
wigs
That's true.
because she's always at the nurse's station. She could
Mm-hmm.
peep Ted and let like there are so many things that we could
And Eva.
and Eva
Yeah. Right. You right.
and
You right
Nicole,
about that.
her being a nucleus in all of this, and but also being a side character who doesn't get as much shine, but we get her banter, would make a
Mm-hmm.
lot more sense than got doggone Ashley.
Indeed.
Make it make sense.
Makes sense. Going back to let's talk about uh predictions. Well, actually
Mm.
predictions. And one was Eva turning on her mom. She saw The Good Life of the Richardsons. Do you think
Hmm.
Eva is going to turn heel and tell her dad
I don't
what's been going on?
think so. The way that Ted has been moving when it comes to Leslie, I don't think that Eva is going to turn heel on Leslie.
Okay.
But
Why?
uh, mm, you know, she, you know what? I don't know. I don't know because she thinks that Nicole is like a really like she does not like when Leslie is bothering Nicole. Like she's like, stay the course. This is about
Ted.
Ted. This
Mm-hmm.
is this is about turtleneck Carl Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Absolutely.
it
Focus on him and
focus
not.
on him and not
Yeah.
her. And she was really so like but I don't think that she will simply off the strength of Kat.
Mm-hmm. I can see
Because
that.
Kat is who she is and Ted is
Mm-hmm.
who he is, I think she'll be able to keep the willpower of being like, y'all got my mama.
Mm-hmm. And we about to bring it all down.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think so. And I was thoroughly disappointed the longer I got and I realized Ted actually cheated.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Because
I
the thing,
said,
our theory
oh.
was that Eva wasn't his daughter, but when they had the conversation and she was like, "You forced me to get or maybe get an abortion, but you don't. What you didn't realize is I didn't have one." Um, yeah, but I say that I don't think. No, no, no. Yeah, he doesn't know. Right, right, right.
Yeah,
Never mind.
he don't know.
He don't know who Eva really is.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Another prediction that I predicted a long time ago that happened this week was Bill and Danny hooking up. When my friend, when he was like, "Can I come over?" She scurried, got that red dress. When you put a red dress on,
Put on your red dress.
you know
Except
it's
for
going
your
down.
yeah.
It's going down it's going down. Red dress.
In the words of Johnny Gill, my.
My.
You sure
Mm.
look good. I said, and this is why you should never trust a man because, as the old folks say,
Mm-hmm.
the way you got him is the way
The
you'll
way
lose
you
him.
lose them.
And if
Absolutely.
you ever thought the way that he was going as hard as he was going about clearing his name, about throwing dirt on her name and her family's name,
Yep.
you never thought that that man was. He probably got with Haley and realized that she ain't had no spine for real and was like, "Aw, this ain't fun." He got with Haley, and that's why I wanted her to be the villain. You
Mm.
running around and
Mm. Plus
woe is
make
me,
peace.
girl.
Yeah.
Stand up. Stand
No,
up.
she can't. Well, I disagree. I think Bill wants the weak minded. I think
I think he wants
Dan,
the. I know he wants his cake and to eat it too,
yeah.
but the thing about it is, you hurried and married that, thinking it was gonna be peaches and cream because he done said all the "I love yous" and went against his daughters, only to realize that he's just a dirty man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Ugh.
Absolutely. One part that made me chuckle was when Haley was hiding behind a tree
Yeah.
because Bill was meeting another lady that he was supposed to
Mm.
be defending. And I was just like, you can't feel a presence in that room, but I was like, it's a soap opera. But her, I wanted the camera to show her in this tree.
I can't. Now that's a thing of TV magic where I'd be like, I feel everything. I feel somebody staring at me. I'd be like,
Right.
somebody's in the room with me.
A well lit. It's not even dark.
It's
It's
not
well
even
lit.
dark. It's not even dark. Like, let's be so for real.
So on that note, I really like how they're planting to see that Haley is starting to doubt Bill, and the whole how you
But
got him is how he's going to
I mean,
leave.
girl, let's be honest. They told you he was a cheater, a serial
They did.
cheater in his marriage before. You cheated on, you were a part of the cheating and just
Yeah.
so happened to get a ring. Do you really think that he stopped being a cheater? Ask yourself
Yes,
quickly.
she really
Quickly.
does.
And if you thought that, you're dumber than you think. You are not a smart lady. And it's showing.
Well,
It's showing. It's showing.
so Bill didn't tell Haley. He told her everything except for him and Danny kissing.
Oh yeah.
Do you think
What?
Danny is going to be the one to tell?
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
She
Awesome.
is going to flaunt it in her face. She's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, "Girl, where was your husband the other day? Right,
Mm-hmm.
with me, kissing me because he still wants me."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
girl don't always win. Sometimes you lose for the better.
You lose for the better. So those are the predictions that came up. We had talked about things we want more. We want more Shanice the nurse.
We want more
I want
Shanice.
more of the bad cop doing some questionable things.
Yeah.
I
Oh
like
yeah.
him.
And Jacob, because Jacob, he's a good guy. I don't know if I trust him too much because any man who I don't know. It might be me. Naomi forgave him a little too quickly. I know her grandmama and her mama was like, "That's a good man, Savannah."
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't let go.
Couldn't let go.
You had to arrest my mama and put her in
Oh.
handcuffs.
Oh. Yes, he had to do his job. High profile. He had to. Okay, maybe not handcuffs. Okay, maybe not handcuffs. Maybe escort her. How about that?
And
I'm doing my
he
job.
did it all wrong because the way he came in all, Daniela, you are under arrest. And I was like, oh, boo, boo, Jacob, boo, Jacob. I don't know. I think I would like to see Bad Cop do more questionable things, and I don't know.
Another thing I want to see more of, I want to see Leslie in another wig.
Leslie then had 3 million wigs and 3 million
Oh no.
personas. Is Leslie even her real name?
Good question. Do you know how to ride a motorcycle? Her daughter don't know
She
that.
know how to ride on. No, her daughter does know she rides a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she knows she rides a motorcycle because the whole thing. Remember when they had gotten to it because Eva was like, it's just very suspicious. Like, I got this job right after she was ran off the
Mm-hmm.
road by a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you do that? Like, Eva's whole thing was like, we wanted this, but at what cost?
What
Like,
cost?
this
Mm-hmm.
girl is in. Also, Why is she still? I mean, I know for TV magic. This is what I like to tell the people in my life when they be asking me crazy questions, even about reality TV. It's TV magic, but why is Lauren not back? Is that her name or Laura? Laura,
Yeah.
why is Laura not back? Like that was not that
She's in
run off the road wasn't that bad. That girl, it wasn't that bad. She should be back by now.
Maybe
The recovery.
The recovery. Maybe she has to be, she's mentally don't want to drive, so maybe it's a
Oh,
mental thing.
they probably gave her time off to be with her man. You know, she was getting married and
Yes,
all.
all
No, she
that,
wasn't
all that.
getting married. She thought she was getting proposed to in Honolulu.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Right.
But the recovery. Can we get
And they
back to
ain't
the
talked about her
recovery?
a long time. They haven't
Hello,
talked
did
about
we
her in a
just
long
forget
time.
about the baby? I
Yeah, we
thought
sure
Ted
did.
was taking care of her.
Yeah, she had been mentioned. No one been visit her at the hospital, but they've been everywhere else
Hello?
around that hospital.
They
Yeah,
ain't visited her. Nobody took her no flowers or
nothing,
nothing,
nothing.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, firefighter done got to the hospital
Got out the
and
hospital.
yeah,
He back at
haven't been
work.
right, right, right.
He back at
Another
work.
thing I want to see more of: Kat and Eva fighting. I love
Give
Spygate.
me more.
That was peak soap opera drama because I was like, I didn't know what's gonna happen. I was like, maybe
I
Leslie's gonna text her and tell her don't do anything. But the fact that she deleted that live feed off her phone was brilliant.
and I feel bad for Kat because as somebody, I, anybody in my friend group would tell you that I sometimes say outlandish things. You've heard this. You've seen me do it in action. But
Absolutely.
I am never wrong when it comes to the people. I have been, all the people that
Yeah.
we know, I have been
Yes.
5 of the things that I have told you. Have I not?
You very true, and it's well ahead of time, like well in advance. Like you told me this
I
months ago, and then it takes all that time for me to get on board. Like, oh yeah, I remember what you had said months
I
ago.
have remember what you had said, and and for Kat, I know she just like if y'all would just sit down and believe me, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
exaggerating,
So,
but y'all keep saying I am, and I know for a fact that I'm not. And she just like, all right, yeah, she gonna run it to the ground. I done told y'all, I done caught her in this office, I done caught her in that office. She's
mm-hmm.
slinking and stinking around here,
Yeah,
and don't nobody believe me because I'm just a pretentious, high city
yeah,
girl.
right, right, right.
And
Who's being me?
she's yes, I know I can be me. I know it. I know I
Mm-hmm.
can be snooty snobby. But something ain't right with that girl. Something ain't right with that baby. And ain't nobody listening to me. All right, fine, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Justice for Cat. Justice for Cat.
Justice for Kat. She deserves better.
Speaking of Cat, a surprise storyline that I was uh oh batted my eyes like, oh really?
Yeah.
Cat has not been intimate with her
No.
man. And
Mm-mm.
I'm like,
She
oh,
said,
really?
but
In the
I
two
get that from
fives.
her. I get that from her. I can see that in her character. She's very like, even though she seems like okay, I mean, I'm a cute girl. I'm a party girl, but I'm also about my business. She gives me. I'm very selective as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she was talking to Chelsea and Chelsea doing all her things, she's like, "Girl, okay, what you got going over there, honey?
Mm-hmm.
What you got? What's going on? Okay." But I that it didn't surprise me as much. It was like but I can see that happening because she is very like you know she gives me I'm not I am very selective. I know my worth. I come from money. I am money. I make
Mm-hmm.
my own money. Why would I just be out here doing things all willy nilly? And it speaks to the character of Ted and Nicole because if you think about it, Ted and Nicole's children are kind of more well rounded than I mean not
Danny.
Naomi, but like but then more than Danny's children. Like when everything was happening, Kat was like she's more of a high and mighty. And so is what's his name?
Martin.
Martin. So is Martin. He's Chelsea is high. I mean, not Chelsea. Naomi is high and mighty because she's more earth grounded. She's more. I don't want to be like my parents,
Yes.
so I'm gonna take the meek and mild route. And then Chelsea is like, I'm just having fun. All of this around me is not real, but she's also under the thumb of her mother. So I could see that with Kat.
So going to Chelsea, the other surprising storyline that I want to see
A
more of, we can
throuple.
combine them in a
A
throuple. I was like,
throuple. I did.
oh,
It didn't surprise me though.
you're not surprised by nothing.
Because
You feel like it's an outlet.
Yeah,
For her,
she's very. All of them are. They're not secretive, but they just do things unconventionally because of who their parents are. It's the running thing with all the children.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
So
Very true.
so if you think about Chelsea being the baby, she probably has a lot of love to give and she wants a lot of love. So that wasn't
with no rules, like in a
with no
throuple, is
rules.
very,
Yeah,
and her being a
unconventional and
model, and
yes.
yes, her very strict, having to be told what
Now
to do, and yeah.
she went because her and Kat were talking in one episode and she was like, I mean, when Kat was like, wait, so are you with two men? And she was like, no, I'm not with two men. I'm with a man and a woman. They're husband and wife. And Kat was like, oh, okay. And she was like, you're not going to judge me? She was like, girl, no, my brother has a husband, like, y'all do y'all thing. But it's just crazy that you're doing it with two people and not separately,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's surprising because, well, thruples, the old people are still alive and they don't like that. What you need that for? What you doing that for? What you doing that for? Crazy.
Absolutely. For real. Let's have a conversation. The last thing, and then we can kind of wrap up, was I thought Kat was gonna break up with Tomas because then I wouldn't have to. She can date somebody else. Because
I
I
don't
would
like
like
him.
to. Him as the actor. I don't know this man by, but I need him to emote more because he's giving very one note.
Let me see. Alex Algria. Algria. He's been in nothing that I know.
I would like him. Maybe this is his first. A little because Kat, she's giving me. I'm mad. I'm happy. She's giving me a range of emotions, and Tomas is just kind of
nothing. He was
nothing.
He hasn't been in anything recently that we would have known. Okay. His last acting credit came from 2020, and it was from something called Audition Life, and he didn't even have a name. He was Man One.
Okay. So I'm assuming. So that tells me this is his first gig.
Yeah.
So baby steps.
We're still learning.
Yes. Yeah. I hope he can give us a little.
Tomas Navarro.
Yes, he works with Bill, and he has some like interweaving storylines with Kat and having her to talk to Naomi to drop the sexual harassment case, and then talking to Bill like, hey, Mike, what are we gonna do about Mike? So being that go between, so he has some meaty stuff he could do. I just need him to bring a little more life.
Just a tweet, a little bit more.
To tweet a little more. One thing we predicted and we wished for the trailer was that they would deal with real issues. So this sexual harassment case, I think, is the playing the seeds for that. Hopefully that goes to trial and you get to see how one person can ruin the lives of other co-workers, of these women, and the power dynamic, and how Bill knows they not wrong because
they ain't wrong.
They ain't wrong at all. He just seems to be oblivious to the damage that Mike has caused in his firm. I love that Bill and Naomi. At first, I was like, "Oh, she's the champion for these women," and I thought, she wants to take on this case. She really believes it. But when Bill said, "Oh, we used to do this back and forth," and he was kind of proud of her, and I was like, "Oh, she wants to do this to protect the women and also
get at her dad."
her." Yes, because that was one thing they bonded over, and she is also a lawyer. So I was like, "Oh, two things can be true."
Two things can be true. Hope she wins. Believe women.
Indeed, Bill almost got her. Almost got her with the whole changing the time.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Yes, indeed. I hope next week we might learn this secret that the grandparents and Bill have, because
it's about time for it to come out. We on episode 27.
And
Give us more.
Naomi's picked up on it. The fact that Naomi's the daughter, right?
Granddaughter to the parent.
Granddaughter. What's her mom's name?
Naomi's mom is Danny.
No. Oh, you're right. Okay. What's her aunt's name?
Nicole.
Ted and Nicole. Okay. A lot of ends. That's what got me, the ends. We'll find out what Bill has over them. I think Martin hurt somebody, like maybe murder, accidental, or something like that. Something really big, and it would mess up his political career. And so, well,
he's a politician. They've done worse.
Indeed. Indeed. I'll leave that there. And hopefully we'll find out what if the kid, Martin's the son who got beat up.
Yeah.
Bring that back around.
And we could talk about that later, because children, tell your parents what's going on. Please. Before it gets too crazy.
Too crazy, and it escalates.
It escalates. Because that's what they are for.
Absolutely. But like brothers and sisters, they sticking together. So that is very
locked in.
Locked in. Very cool.
Locked in, ain't no switching up.
Absolutely. That's all I got. Thank y'all. Like, subscribe, hit, and get notified the next time we chat about Beyond the Gates. On that note,